Action.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wroblewski, and today I'm going to do a cooking demonstration on vegan Italian wedding soup. Now, you may have had Italian wedding soup at other places that may have involved Italian meatballs and pasta and things like that. I was seeking a way to have a clean Italian wedding soup that is quick and easy, and the big goal here is that you get a vegan meal that tastes good and is clean from start to finish, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Really, most of your preparation is your chopping. So I am currently sauteing carrots, onions, celery, and it depends on how much vegetables you like in your soup. My husband and I tend to be heavy veg soup people, so I'm using 1.25 cups to 1.5 cups of the onions, the carrots, and the celery, and I'm sauteing them in vegetable broth. Please remember that anytime you do sauteing, you don't need oil. You can use water or vegetable broth to do your sauteing. So your goal is to saute the vegetables for 3 to 5 minutes or until they're translucent and tender, so you can start the base of the soup. I'm going to encourage you to then throw in 1 clove of garlic. Again, garlic is so good for you in a multiple of ways, and it's going to add a good rich flavor. While this is sauteing, stir in your garlic. Make sure to keep moving your vegetables around. And then dill. The recipe calls for 3/4 cup of minced fresh dill. I didn't have minced fresh dill, so I'm going to substitute about 1.5 tablespoons of dry dill into the recipe. If you do fresh, always better, but this is going to do for now. Next, we're ready to add the bulk of our volume of liquids, which I'm going to use, a big plug for Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's organic vegetable broth. They have a lower sodium version of this, but the sodium on this per serving is really good and should be acceptable within your food plan. So, incorporate your vegetable broth. And I'm going to encourage you to use 2 32-ounce cartons of vegetable broth, whether it be Trader Joe's or some other brand. If you're making a larger portion and you need additional broth, you can use hot water and add a garden vegetable bouillon cube. They have no sodium, low sodium, and they're all vegan and totally clean. Okay, so now we've got our liquid in, and we're going to be bringing this up to a boil. As we get ready for the boil, we're going to put in the salt, and I'm using 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and pepper to taste. Pepper, one of my favorite ingredients. And then the really easy ingredients are 12 to 16 ounces of organic spinach. This is great. It wilts down and it gives a wonderful fresh flavor to the soup. It's healthy. Spinach is absolutely incredibly good for you. So you're going to stir that in. It will wilt as it heats, and then it will reduce down. And then last, your final ingredient are going to be, instead of pasta noodles or whole wheat noodles, the idea here is to get you from cooking to dinner in less than 30 minutes. So I'm going to encourage you to use Annie Chun's My Fun, and I apologize for my pronunciation, whole grain brown rice noodles. I've taken the noodles, I've completely crunched them up so that they've broken up and they won't be big noodles. And when this comes to a boil, I'll be putting the brown rice noodles in, and you've got soup. So please remember that in just about a half hour, you can go from chopped vegetables, boxed vegetable broth, some great healthy ingredients, and some brown rice noodles to a complete hearty and healthy dinner. Thanks so much, and take care of yourself. You can do that through your choices every day.
Action.
Now that the soup is simmered for about 10 minutes and you can see that the spinach is wilted, it's time to add the 1 pound bag of Trader Joe's meatless meatballs, or any brand that you like to use. Stir those in. Those will take about 4 to 5 minutes to soften up, and then take your crunched up brown rice noodles and let them reduce into the boiling mixture, and you folks have soup. Take care.